Ladies and gentlemen, guess where I am now? Guess home. You're probably still in the same situation as me, which you all should be by the way. In response to the never-ending spread of COVID-19, our government had our school shut down since around late March of 2020. For approximately 1 year and for the entirety of my new semesters, I've been studying through online classes from home, where these alternative learning methods are born out of self-isolation protocols set as means to get a pandemic under control. But surprisingly, there were many aspects of online learning that I've come to actually love. Immersion in new technology, self-paced, more freedom, more flexibility, and many more. It raises one intriguing question that has popped up everywhere since the implementation of this new system. Can and will this online education soon replace the traditional classrooms? Hi, my name is Fikri, a student from 17th State Senior High School Palembang, and today I'll be talking about embracing the new way of learning. So, to cut the chase right away, these past few months of online learning has somehow made me realize that we might have been spending an unnecessary amount of time, effort, and resources to achieve the same level of results you could manage digitally in long distance. For the very first few weeks of online learning, they had us working on a variety of personal projects in which we were able to showcase each of our different skill sets. I have to admit, it was a refreshing sight. Whenever you logged onto your social media account, the creative works of your peers or your classmates was the very first thing to show up in your timeline. It gave me a lot of genuine inspirations that I never could have gotten on my old classrooms. So, even though it's been long since we've eased into the use of digitally based resources, online learning has only proved it further that a complete erasure of pencil and paper learning methods could be happening anytime soon. But get this, all that is strictly personal of me. With all things considered, there are and were many downsides to this newly implemented system. Some months ago, there was an emergence of a problem in Pekalongan, Central Java. A principal at an elementary school, namely SDN 1 Tegalontar, have received reports that many students had found difficulty in trying to access online learning. 145 out of 289 students to be precise. Their problems were almost all the same. They did not have the supporting devices, nor could they afford to have reliable internet access. Striking with guilt, the principal then finally confided in one of her colleagues who work for the community radio of Pepe Kasragi. So then an idea was brought up and was to start teaching via radio. On July 6, 2020, the teacher of the elementary school started teaching their classes via radio broadcasts. Then the students admitted that they were happier with learning via radio than online. So, as seen with that instance, one could clearly observe that not 100% of Indonesian population are capable of using smart devices or applications that certain groups may already be familiar with. We may then carefully suggest this might be more of the matter of Indonesia's nationwide readiness and capability rather than the actual concept of distance education itself. So, with all that in mind, let's ask the same question once again. Can and will this online education soon replace the traditional one? The answer is yes and no. What would happen actually is that the traditional teaching method as we know of today will evolve to become a hybrid form of education called blended learning. It's exactly what it sounds like. It is the new approach to education that combines online interaction and traditional place-based classroom methods. It is well on its way to become another form of next generation learning, even outside of the context of this pandemic. Stats from the USDE and the CDE has shown that 73% of educators report an increase of students' engagement, and 59% of students are more motivated to learn in a blended learning classrooms. The implementation of this is then what we could call the new way of learning, something that we never managed to achieve with the traditional methods. Education essentially becomes collaborative and open. This is the future of our new normal era. I find it both intriguing and intimidating how the future has so much changes in store for us. But as a student, it is my duty to ensure that I stay well educated enough to contribute to society. It doesn't matter in what way or which method that is achieved through. What I know is that you and I are all in this together. I'm Muhammad Fikri Rafliabyan, and let us embrace our new way of learning. Have a great day, everyone!